Hi and welcome to Sleep Learning, the official sleep learning channel here on YouTube. Have you ever wondered whether you could learn something when you are asleep? Of course, the idea is intriguing because if we could put to good use that third of our lives that seems on the surface to be wasted. Of course, that time spent asleep is not wasted at all, because it is a very important function for our bodies and brains to recover. However, it would still be nice to be able to absorb some forms of information when we are sleeping, as this would give us a great head start. Well, the research regarding this is still sketchy, but as we all know, we do sometimes recall information after we have fallen asleep, perhaps by watching or listening to music or videos. Then when we wake up and watch it again, we're able to recall parts and even predict what will come next. This seems especially true when listening to music, as it seems to soothe our brain and also to get us familiar with the melody, for example. There have been some interesting new studies that seem to show that indeed the mind is able to perceive things while we are sleeping, and also we can often retain such information for future use. The three main points that studies have shown are: 1. You recall more if you study before bedtime. This study was published as far back as 1914 by German psychologist Rosa Hein. She found that learning new material in the evening before sleep results in better recall compared to learning during the day. We now know, of course, that sleep is crucial in forming long-term memories of what we have encountered. 2. Sleep learning seems to work mainly on implicit or unconscious memory. Recent studies, first published in 2015, suggest that it is possible for the sleeping brain to absorb information and even form new memories. However, the memories are implicit or unconscious. This form of learning is basic and simpler than what we would call real learning, but is particularly useful in perhaps reprogramming bad habits or installing new positive ones. However, the fact that any type of learning is possible has elevated sleep learning from a pipe dream to being once again on the scientists' radar. 3. Sleep learning may be effective for conditioning. Multiple studies have found that this basic form of learning or conditioning can happen during sleep. A 2012 study published in the Nature Neuroscience journal saw Israeli researchers find that people can learn to associate sounds with odors during sleep. The scientists played a tone to sleeping study participants at the same time as a nasty fish smell. Once awake, upon hearing the tone, the people held their breath in anticipation of a bad smell. This was a clear finding showing humans can form new memories during sleep. Although the memory was unconscious or implicit, it could affect people's behavior. In another study published in the Nature Communications journal, subjects were able to pick out complex sound patterns that they had heard during sleep. This shows that learning abilities in sleep may extend to the learning of words. A study published in the journal Current Biology in January showed people perform better than mere chance at picking the right nonsensical translations of made-up words. What all these studies show is that sleep learning may be good for boosting implicit memories with regard to learning. It may be possible to get familiar with tones and accents of a language, or even the meaning of words while sleeping, boosting your daytime learning. So there you have it. The science is still out on whether we can truly learn while we sleep, but it seems that the more we study the brain, the more we don't know. Our minds are massive computers, and their abilities may not be as limited as we think. It may be that in the future we will all learn while we sleep, but in the meantime you can try this for yourself. Arrange to either play some music, audio or video soundtrack the next time you go to sleep, and try to see what you can remember when you wake up. If you like this content, then please like, subscribe and push the notification bell. Thank you. That way you'll get to know when we post new videos on our channel and be able to keep up with the latest in sleep learning.